Hello everyone, Lola here, and today I'd like to look at the Senate race in Colorado, and that is Cory Gardner against John Hickenlooper. Before I dive into that, I'd like to thank all the donors and new subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me. Also, I'd like to give this reminder of the challenge that we have on the channel. If we reach 2,000 subscribers by January 27, 2021, I will do a massive giveaway where one person will receive a free Grand Tableau reading and the other one will receive a free 30-day customized nutrition plan. I will give the rules on how to enter this giveaway in January if this milestone is happening. So I'm calling on all of you to please help the channel reach the milestone by sharing the videos, because the more people discover the channel, the higher the chances of reaching this milestone and the higher the chances of this giveaway happening. Thank you. So for this reading, I will be using this deck for John Hickenlooper and this one for Cory Gardner, and of course the information about the decks that I use is always in the description of each video. So without further ado, let's dive in. Cory Gardner is currently holding the seat in Colorado. He is currently the senator, and that's what we see here with the middle card as being the emperor. So he is literally on that throne for now. Crowning this card, this spread, is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, this is the card of decisions. And the decisions here is for the people of Colorado making their mind and also casting their vote for who they want to represent them. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune deals with fate, literally fate playing into play here. This is also the card of a change of fortune, literally, and the change here is, of course, as I said, Cory Gardner. He's holding the seat right now, and then he has the Wheel of Fortune, things moving on, things changing. And interesting enough, mirroring this card is the Tower, which is another card of change. So change is around him. He has things evolving in different direction. continuing to evolve, to change for him. Then we have a drastic change, and here these two together, this is him, Gardner, falling off the seat. Then he does have also the Seven of Cups, which deals with holding on to the hopes and even illusions of being able to even keep this seat. But that is, of course, an illusion, because again, things are not only changing, but they're changing for the worse for him and for the better for the people of Colorado who are making their decisions to kick him out. So that's that for Cory Gardner. Let's see what the cards say for John Hickenlooper. And of course, if they say, these are only two people. If there's a loser, there's definitely going to be a winner, right? But let's still pull cards for Hickenlooper. So John Hickenlooper has in the middle of the situation, the heart of the situation, the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands talks about planning. And planning here, I do have this feeling of his agenda as what he plans for the Colorado people, the people in Colorado, once he becomes a senator, if they elect him. And they actually feel pretty good. I don't know any of them, to tell you the truth, but it does feel like what he actually has to work on, or the changes that he be bringing to the state of Colorado, it feels really good. Well, at least positive. And of course, these people, we will have to read about them after the election again. Show anything, I mean, whether anything happened or not, depending on how things go, right? But anyways, yes, there is definitely a planning here with the Two of Wands. The project, I mean, all the projects that he has on mind for the people of Colorado, and he is just waiting on the voters to do their work, or to do their duty. Their duty, I should say. Crowning the spread is the Ace of Coins. Again, new beginning, because the aces are in the tarot. The aces are about new beginning of some sort, new start, but also this is also support, continue to flow his his way, because as you see in this representation here, we have this being receiving something here, so donors are still pouring in and in an effort to indeed help him through the finish line. The Page of Wands here that we do have, this is usually the card. I like to call this page the ambassador, because this is the one who goes out and talk about a product, a project, or people, you know. And this is of course the continuation of this campaign until the polls close, you know. But yes, it is ongoing. He is, and as you see the representation here, he is defending himself somehow and fighting for himself and the people of Colorado. And that's yes, that's what this race is also about. Then we have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups here, you see celebration, people celebrating. These are the voters. The voters, the happiness here is yes, they are aligning with Hickenlooper here. They are aligning with him, and by doing so, kicking Cory Gardner out to put in place Hickenlooper. Then, where this is all leading, we have the Death card, and Death here is the death of the old for the new to begin. So the death of old regime, if you want, or the old death of the old guidance or rule for the new one to start. And this beginning here is for John Hickenlooper to be the next senator of Colorado. So that's that. You have it, my love. It does look like Cory Gardner is out in Colorado, and John Hickenlooper will be in. And if you remember, this is the fourth of the series, in the series that I started with this Senate seat, because last week in one of the videos I did say that for the Democrats to gain control of Senate, they do need at least 4 seats, because they are going to lose Alabama. And so last week I looked at North Carolina and Arizona, and it did look like those two states were going to be held by Democrats. And we also looked at Maine and now Colorado. So those 4 Senate seats seem to be in good standing to turn blue. And before I close this, I'd like to pick a card for all of us. And of course, I will be using the Oracle of Shadows and Light. And today's card is Ghost of the Past. The past returns for a time. So with this card, you may be in this position where you are holding or trying to hold onto the past. And it is normal to think about the things that happened before, the things that we did, the things that people did to us, the things that happen to us. Nothing wrong with that. However, what is wrong is to hold on to those and try to live in the past. Because, the past is the past for a reason. It is okay to bring up the past or let it come up and acknowledge it, but I would say use the past to create your future. What have you learned from the past? What have you learned from past decisions? What have you learned from past actions or past occurrences? And this is also a reminder that it is time to forgive yourself. If you are to forgive yourself, there may be actions that happened or that you have done and you are not able to move forward because you are holding on to them for whatever reason, and one of them being because you haven't found the strength within yourself to forgive yourself for any reasons. And if the reason is because you think that you're not worthy of forgiveness or of love, or you're not worthy at all, put that thought aside, because you are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of forgiveness. So please forgive yourself, and those who have wronged you, try to find the courage within yourself and the strength to forgive them as well. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you are okay with what they did to you, or that what they did to you was right or okay and that they have the right to do it again. No, that's not what it means. It just means that you no longer give them the power to control your life, to control you and your emotion. You let them go. You release that power that they once had over you, because you are worthy and life is ahead, not in the past. You are worthy of forgiveness, you are worthy of love, and I love you. So this is it for the reading today, my love. If you have any questions or reading suggestion, please let them know in the comments below. I love to interact with you always. And thank you so much for tuning in, and see you soon.